Yeah, we have, but
There's.
not like this.
I was gonna say there's.
Not like this.
Yo, Coach Jeff on Veronic is like, what's going on?
Yeah.
He's not even sure which marksman to pick. Okay.
Okay, they pick up a Beatrix.
Interesting that the Beatrix is going to be locked in here because even the data dive that we did earlier, was just kind of showing how that Beatrix favorability kind of fell off a little bit.
Yeah, she was very much just put to the wayside last week.
Yeah.
Renmar, you seem to have an epiphany.
Yeah, I saw the switch. It's a gold lane Paquito for Yasuo again.
And then Jungle Dairoth.
Yeah. So it's something that TNC has played before, the gold lane Paquito, but not the jungle Dairoth.
All right, so from like about Scoville 1300, it goes on about 7,000.
Yeah, still pretty spicy.
13,000. Yeah, still a bit
That's pretty spicy.
Yeah, if you were on hot ones, it would make you go.
I think it'd be more than.
Take a drink of the
There it
milk.
is.
More for you.
Let's.
Yeah.
All right, one more look at the lineup again. Very spicy. If you look at it, it doesn't spell itself out, but let's see how far TNC can take this. Because, folks, if you'll remember, in Season 8, the last time the Phoenixes found themselves up against the corner with nothing left to lose, with only their heart to fight for and their honor, they gave us quite the battle. Here we go. Game number 1 in this best of 3. Let's look at what the jungle situation looks like. Sensui starts with the purple, and SD goes ahead, gets the orange done.
Okay, I'm actually interested to see how this works out. Anytime, I don't know what the success rate of a jungle Dairoth is, but I don't think it's too high up there in the win rate. But with him running the high and dry here, and then he's going to be jungling, I'm interested to see how this plays out in the team fights, the objectives, those early skirmishes that we'll see, because actually it does pair well, even having Escalera here on that Grok. They've got quite a bit of burst damage. They also have good sustain damage. And depending on where Cram goes throughout this entire game, that's also going to be a deciding factor on how well TNC does throughout the game.
There's so much melee on the side of TNC that Rapidu seems like he'll have the best time in the world.
Oh, yeah.
In this game. It'll just be really down to Rapidu's timing. When is he going to flicker? When is he going to Fatal Links? And how are TNC going to position themselves in team fights? Clearly, there's going to be a very not straightforward approach to a team fight. It's not going to be like Escalera will initiate. He can, but Crab and Yasuo have to approach from different angles, pincer maneuvers, things like that, just to throw ONIC off their game.
It's that, or again, it can be very honest and just say, you know what, this is the fight we're taking, this is what we're going for, we'll take away with what we can and then convert from there, which is, again, either very brave, or it could just blow up in your face.
It's an invitation to Rapidu saying, Rapidu, change us, please, but we will fight it.
I don't know. Even if Rapidu can get the Fatal Links off, like you mentioned, they do. TNC does lack a marksman, which I think they'll struggle with. But if they can actually find picks early on and just kind of snowball this lineup that they have, it could, somehow work in their favor. But can ONIC Philippines, with everything they have, we're talking about 3, like I said, beefy boys earlier.
Yep,
that's tough.
This is the most Season 10 meta lineup we've seen. ONIC, PH, Rockin. The only real weird thing is Nets on that Beatrix, rocking the Electro Flash.
Yeah.
Here's a quick scramble for the first turtle. A little too late for both teams. They both went for the purple delay.
Yeah, so Nets rocking the Electro Flash is just him wanting to get a little bit more movement speed. So the proc that you get from the Electro Flash, from time to time with the basic attack, you get a little bit extra movement speed just to get away from all the melee dive that TNC has.
Yeah. Well, they're going to be playing around this turtle here. Half health. There's the initiation coming out. Heavy spin fights 2 members of ONIC Philippines. Sensui does go down first. First blood going to be secured by TNC. Turtle's going to reset here. Now they're chasing Dirt. Double kill for SDZYZ. And Super Fritz taking a couple punches to the face. And now it's going to be Turtle for the taking for TNC.
All right, so round 1, it seems to be the prior. This Honest lineup has enough damage in the early minutes of the game that it makes ONIC's very well-rounded draft seem like it just wasn't ready, which it wasn't.
Yeah, great wild charge there by Escalera. And it's another layer of the constant... Oh, I thought Escalera might get caught here.
Yeah, he is. He should be fine unless Sensui decides to go in. Pops the wild charge to survive. Great usage of that for now.
As I was saying earlier, for the side of TNC, Escalera on that Grok. He's still getting info.
Wow, they're still going for it. There's the Fatal Links now. Yasuo is going to flicker out. Should be fine, but Escalera kind of trapped here in a bad position. takes the damage, does
SD?
flicker, still alive.
Missed.
SD there to help him out, not able to get a kill. No one goes down.
Oh, very scrappy so far. And yeah, as I was saying, ONIC, their constant key to victory throughout the season is always be set the tempo.
Yeah.
Play fast, set the tempo. That's how they earned their reputation in the earlier parts of the season, how they control the game. Now, TNC is the one trying to do that with its very unique lineup and strategy.
Yeah. Yasuo's not going to be able to escape this one. He already used the flicker earlier on. They grab a kill here, going over to Nets. That's a nice pickup there. Again, Rapidude, this is what you're going to expect from him, right? This is also what we see the majority of these Atlas players doing, just kind of securing and letting Nets get the space that he needs here. But now in the jungle on this side, Rapidude's going to flicker out. Still going to get walled off here, but the rest of the team there to back him up. Escalera now in a bad position in the jungle. Can he survive this onslaught? King Solomon making his way down. Everybody bunched there. Sensui goes in. Escalera going to be just fine.
Amazing. The confidence that Escalera is exuding in this 5-minute game is off the charts. He knows when he can get away with things, and boy, oh boy, is he pushing Onyx buttons.
Yeah, it's we are seeing the different flavor now of the TNC roamers. Ben thinks we've known to be very textbook, very cautious. He does take risks, but very calculated. But Escalera, he's just taking risks nonstop.
This is pretty risky right here. A little bit too much risk.
Lights out for Escalera.
Yeah.
That's a punish right there. Could have sworn that recall button was his 4th skill. Yeah. I mean, that's something that you eventually have to get got for, but I guess ONIC has had it. What we are looking for, though, is ONIC's power spike. When's it going to come? Because Nets needs to look for farm elsewhere because he can't win against Yasuo.
Yeah, it'll be around minute 9, minute 8. Depends if TNC can get a pick onto Nets. If they get a pick onto Nets in the next few minutes, or ONIC don't succeed in being able to push it, yeah, it'll just get longer and longer. But Nets not dying yet, and Kadita's scale pretty fast against these kinds of lineups.
Yeah, they find a nice wild charge here, crashing in. That's going to be the Fatal Links, but at no use. And now Super Prince has the burst too. Yasuo's still going to be fine. Under the turret they go. Super Prince going to survive this one. Escalera taking quite a few shots, forcing the flicker out here. They just grab one off of that.
It looks like ONIC's just getting thrown off with a very different kind of rotation for the Escalera.
Oh no. It seems like this new Beatrix needs its own time. It's playing in its own tempo, and it looks like ONIC figured it out in their scrims earlier this week, and now they're figuring out if it fits an actual battlefield.
Yeah.
That's why you see her not even rocking the shotgun. It's still the sniper and the submachine guns. It's becoming more of the popular pick now for Beatrix with the adjustments to with the shotgun. It'll take time for players to get used to the new scaling of it all.
And right now, they look like TNC is going to try to make a play on the top side here. They get the wild charge. Rapidu going to get taken out. Actually, he's going to be able to survive using the Fatal Links. It's 3 members of TNC getting punished here by ONIC Philippines.
Glug, glug, glug. Rapidude and Super Prince making sure that TNC are well hydrated.
Oh, man. TNC just chugging in a bunch of salt water there. They're ocean themed.
Some actual sound.
Drowning in the ONIC Ocean.
That's a pretty spicy sound.
Yeah, man, I bet TNC and Escalera are thinking, wow, should have used the wild charge from the Beatrix, who was right there.
I mean, that's now one of the problems you have as TNC's lineup is, again, very melee focused. They literally have no marksman. They're going to have to find these weird angles. I'm guessing when we go into the mid to the late game proper, that conceal, they're going to count every single conceal.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the value of having a Fatal Links, because even if Rapidu went down there, which amazing job that he didn't, just getting that Fatal Links and setting it up for your team when you have that kind of burst potential too on ONIC Philippines, I mean, that's where you really profit from. So yeah, I mean, the weakness for TNC, obviously not having that marksman is kind of showing for them. So they got to kind of play around that. We're 8 minutes into the game. Next big objective is going to be that first Lord. ONIC Philippines has also switched things over. Dur, though, can he be okay? Flickers out. Super Friends there to help him out, and they disengage.
Nice use of that CC as a defense mechanism. Protecting there.
Able to stop the roll there, but they found Escalera.
Escalera going to have to flicker out there on the backside. King Solomon, does he have the black shoes? He does. Going to be fine for now. Still working around. Heavy spin committed. There's the wild wild charge on 3, and this time it's ONIC Philippines getting punished by TNC.
Escalera forced ONIC to board air TNC.
Oh man, ONIC just went up in the air from swimming in their own ocean. They got
Now they're
flying in the sky.
That change in altitude's got to rock you somehow.
Yeah, it will get you nauseous. And in the situation of ONIC, just taken down thricefold.
So what's ONIC Philippines drinking now? The salt water?
Yeah, and
Air.
then it dries up.
Just air.
Just air.
From hot to who?
Yeah, because, okay, here's the funny thing about the lineup of TNC. They don't have a marksman, but because of the approach to the building, this is still a lineup that scales incredibly well in the late game. So this is the adjustment for teams that don't have marksmen. For the people who are always playing the ranked games there, yes, it's very weird to not have a marksman, but if you have a gold laner who does a great amount of damage, or numerous pieces that deal great burst damage that scale well into the late game, it's like having a marksman in terms of damage sense.
Basically, what TNC has unlocked here is the difference between quality and quantity of damage. They
Yeah.
have so much condensed damage that they can pick off 2 dudes easy and then leave the opponent guessing and figure out what the hell we do with 3 dudes left.
Yeah, that Paquito will always hurt. That Deeroth, when he lands those Abysm strikes, will always hurt as well. As long as they get a good initiation, a good start, crowd control chain, TNC can still win this in the late.
Would you say he's bringing a can of whoop gas?
Yeah, whoop yes, I like that.
You're welcome.
Safe.
Safe.
I like it.
It's so good. I mean, you can look at it as a 1, 2, 3. Again, like nothing impressive for a side lane Paquito, but it does so much work. It scares the bejesus out of even Super Fins, forcing him to use his ult.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, though, once these Lord fights start happening and people aren't by themselves, specifically Nets even, you know, how do you actually utilize the emblems that you're rolling with on Yasuo and SDZYZ, right? But right now, looks like Sensui going to be taking quite a bit of damage here. Conceal is going to come out. Escalera looking for an angle, but he's going to pull off here. Look on the bottom side, too. Yasuo is still going to go ahead and push that lane, putting pressure. Meanwhile, TNC just going to back off the Lord for now. Nets could be in trouble here. Black Shoe's going to come out. Escalera painting there. There you go. The tier 1 turret is going to be secured here for TNC.
This is an interaction that I haven't seen enough of. Paquito with an assassin emblem, specifically high and dry, built for damage. How will he fare against a Fredrin?
Oh,
my
Escalera going with the wild charge, and Cram comes in with the thunderclap, taking out Nets. Sensui going to be the one in danger. Fatal Links right into the turret, and it's Yasuo still alive, able to get a kill before he goes down himself. King Solomon cleaning one up. That's 3 that fall for ONIC Philippines, and Lord secured for TNC.
An effective 4v5. SDZYZ was soloing that Lord.
Look at all the
ONIC
bodies.
just drops. Look at this. Oh, wah.
It's just, let the bodies hit the floor.
It's all right by the turret in perfect alignment.
Oh my. Where was this TNC?
Some nightmare fuel there.
Yeah.
This TNC team, you gotta love the grit and the determination. Again, they know they're no longer playoffs contention, but they're still doing everything they can to put up great performances, put on a great show in a very unique lineup that, dare I say, is actually quite Season 9 echo.
It's working. Oh
It's
my God.
working.
They're about 6K ahead in 12:30. And the thing is, you had a question earlier, Reptar. What would happen between this Dairoth and this Paquito built this way against their Fredrin? The thing is, Dare's not even putting himself in front of them. They can't find that angle. He can't do a man-to-man defense. Not like this.
Interesting.
This is where I see them really struggling, though, because statistically what we've seen from teams that don't pick that traditional marksman is their siege into the base is very difficult. Like, they usually have to find those picks if they can before they can actually siege into the base, get these inhibitor turrets down, or, you know, it's the 4th or 5th Lord that comes up eventually, right? So that is something they're going to struggle with, because ONIC Philippines does have good clear as well. So if they can play around with that, buy some more time, allow some more scaling, you know, that's the next obstacle that TNC has to get over.
No, Escalera!
Okay, Escalera going to go for it right now. Punishing Nets, grabbing the kill. Now Rapidu going to be the focus. Cram goes in the backside. Heavy spin comes out. Double kill for this Grok Escalera.
That's an expensive way to get back on Escalera. And TNC's still going!
They're still going. Goblin
Oh,
pushing
man.
Super Fritz back here. Turret gonna be taken out bottom side. TNC into the base of ONIC Philippines. Just gonna clear that. They might put their focus on the next turret. Top one falls here. As I was just mentioning, it's gonna be difficult to siege into the base. Apparently not.
Escalera was having the time of his life earlier. He had a massive smile. Well, he was wearing a face mask, but you could clearly see him laughing after being able to pull off a double kill, after great initiation, being able to find and take down nets. And now the ONIC base is completely bare. This unique lineup for TNC in terms of their heroes and who they're playing in the field, their roster, the players. TNC, again, might just get another one over ONIC. The only series that TNC has won this season is over ONIC 2-0 when ONIC was completely like white hot. And now TNC look like they're about to get another one over ONIC. ONIC still has a chance to turn it around, but that's a massive gold lead here. TNC just needs to avoid getting set up for the Rapid Dude Super Frizz combo.
It seems like it's deja vu on so many levels.
Yeah.
Many different timelines. You could open up a portal and then walk into each of those.
Escalera.
They want to get Escalera again. He's not having any of it.
It's
it's
like Escalera knows they're not gonna waste so many abilities on me. I can literally walk in front of them, and they will not use abilities in me. It's like that's what Escalera strongly believes. Look at him.
I mean, either way, even if they do, it's kind of a win-win for them anyway, right?
Yeah.
So, Escalera just pretty much going man mode on this Grok right now.
Man mode.
Giga Chad mode, man
Is
mode,
that
whichever you want to call
goblin mode?
Oh, yeah,
Goblin
this
mode.
Escalera goblin
So
mode.
Escalera goes man mode, and the rest of TNC gets goblin mode on anyone who gets knocked up.
Okay,
Well-
that might end it here.
Right now, Lord going to be pushing in. Cram looking in his eyes in the backside here. Rapidu might be looking to make a Fatal Link setup. Can he find it? Not
This is
just
a
yet.
big
There's
fight.
the wild
World
charge, though.
Star. World
TNC!
Star.
That's going to be it. They're taking game one here in World Star fashion.
This is such a scrappy lineup that TNC brought in, and they won with it. They were fighting minute after minute. There were no dull moments.
I love this season so much. What in the heck did we just see? Kudos to TNC for this strategy, this plan, the shift in their roster, and then unique hero pools. My goodness, what a show.
It was, under 15, 16 minutes?
That was quick.
That they took this game. And again, just now in hindsight, I figured, I don't know if you guys agree, there was no dull moment in the meaning that if there wasn't a fight or a scrap happening, Escalera was taunting ONIC. He was just like, Rico, what's up?
Rico,
What's up?
Rico.
Right in
Rico.
front of you.
want
Even
some?
gonna use your limited edition sticker right in front of you.
I mean, I got to say, too, we mentioned at the beginning of that game that they could snowball very well. And, I mean, everything that happened, like you said, it was so action-packed that it just allowed them to do that.
Man, I wonder what our analyst has to say about this because there was so much happening for TNC that it'd be interesting to break this down. Is this a meta that we might actually see come the playoffs? It sounds like TNC's not going to make it, but let's first talk about game one. Let's throw it over to Midnight at the analyst stand.
TNC takes over game number 1 against ONIC Philippines once again, but also they take over their own strategy. TNC won with an unorthodox draft coming out from them, having 2 fighters on their lineup. My name is Midnight, and we are going to be breaking down how TNC was able to compose themselves this time by breaking not just ONIC's game, but by breaking their own play